Hello, everyone. Welcome to Greenlight. So today we're having kind of like a special Greenlight. I won't have my intro on right now, but we're going to get started right away. We have a lot of Blu-rays to get through. I won't be able to show the page where I do my giveaway, but I still see it, and I'll be able to know who wins. So I'm using my ear um, the Air, like iPod Airs, I guess, the AirPods. Thank you, baby. Let's see here. We're all right. So, I'm looking here to see how the streaming is going and see if anybody's on the live chat. So good, I've been on for 52 seconds already. Yeah. So we're going to get started. We got Soul, and we have a bunch of movies, like brand new films coming out today on Blu-ray, which we haven't had in a while. So we do have news of the world as well. So let's get started right now. Let me fade this in. And this is the Blu-ray cover for Soul. And me and my wife and son are planning to get this movie too. I would like to get the Target version because it comes with the filmmaker booklet, but I'm open to Best Buy as well because their Steelbook is really cool. So stay tuned for that. We're going to get right into it. So this is the front of the Blu-ray cover, and then show you the back here. We do videos like this all the time. So we do this every week where we introduce all the new movies coming out every Blu-ray Tuesday, and then we have a giveaway. Like today, I have a giveaway that I have to give away from a video from last week, which was the Kingsman 1 and 2. So this is the back end here. We're not going to talk about the special features here on this one. We're going to go into the 4K looking version to then talk about the special features that are included. So this is the 4K cover. Like I said, the 4K looks amazing, and the 4K is the one that's included with the Target version, which is why I said that. And it looks really, really good. I like the design of the cover, and with the cat on his shoulder and stuff. Let's look at the back end here for the 4K. Let me know on the live chat, guys, if you hear me very well or not at all. Let's see here. All right, and then I'm going to zoom in so we can talk about the making of here. And I've seen the movie Soul, so let me know in the comments down below if you have, or in the live chat if you've seen it or not. And what are your thoughts, too? Like, if you're looking to purchase this on Blu-ray, have you seen it on Disney Plus, and you liked it enough to want to purchase it on Blu-ray and put it in your collection? Because I have. I really enjoyed this so much. I want to purchase it and buy it like 3 times. Basically, I love the getting all the special features and everything like that. So we have it up here, so we can see that now. And the first thing I see is already off the bat is audio commentary, and it doesn't look like there's anything exclusive with the 4K. So we're just going to talk about the Blu-ray special features. Audio commentary, deleted scenes with the filmmaker introductions. That's really good. It's good to know why they deleted certain scenes. And it's mainly because if a scene doesn't propel the movie forward, or it kind of halts the movie for the audience, it doesn't entertain them, and they're getting to the ending before you do, is not a good thing. There's many variations of that. So moving on, Not Your Average Joe. See the creation of Pixar's historic first black leading character. And that's very, very much true, especially for Pixar. And this is not one of their first of things. Like they did the movie Brave, which was their first female character. And then this is a sequel to Inside Out, if you haven't seen Inside Out yet. Soul is a sequel to Inside Out. It's directed by Pete Docter, and he also directed Inside Out as well. It talks a lot about the human intuition and things like that. Very, very cool, and it's good for kids to learn about these things and learn about themselves, learn about their emotions and everything like that. So this is great. That's what Pixar is really good at. Astral Taffy says, get an in-depth look at the film's artistic, technical innovation, which I'm betting they're talking about when they become a soul. They are people that work in this world, and they look like neon lights almost, but it's not. It's a certain type of art with wire. It's like a wire art that I've seen, and they do that a lot in like art galleries and stuff like that. You would see it, and somebody in this film was inspired by that, and the filmmakers ended up incorporating it into the film, and that's how they were able to have their the people that work in this world look like wires and stuff like that. And then and I'm thinking they could be talking about that and many other innovations that they've come across for this film. And that's one of the things with Pixar. They're always coming across something new. Excuse me, just saliva there. Drinking my coffee. But they're always running into things like with Monsters, Inc. They ran into hair, and that was a big deal for them with hair and Sully's hair in the first Monsters, Inc. And then and Finding Nemo was all about the water and water looking a certain way and everything. So, things like that. So they're definitely going to get in depth here with you and your and the film and everything like that. So we're going to move on to our next thing I see here is pretty deep for a cartoon. Yeah, I would say that Inside Out was pretty deep too, but this is taking Inside Out to a whole nother level. I expect this movie to win an Oscar, and if it doesn't win an Oscar, I'm definitely gonna tear my hair out of my head because it doesn't make any sense. I feel like Inside Out should have won some stuff, and I believe it did actually win Best Picture. So this definitely should get Best Picture for an animated movie. Like without a doubt, there should be no other in line. Even there, if there is, this is definitely gonna knock it out of the park. Just treating your child audience, since you have your audience as they're all children, treating them as adults, is a big deal. And adults, it's hard for them to try to level themselves to kids again, having already crossed those boundaries and gone through their whole lifetime without thinking that way. So for Pixar and Disney, I mean, for them to be able to think a little bit in the way that maybe a kid would perceive life and stuff like that, and then give them nuggets of information about life and that they could carry throughout their own lifetime is it's a big deal because you don't see it as enough in movies. Me and my wife watch a lot of kids movies, and now that we have our own son, we're starting to see that not a lot of them treat kids like they're smarter than they are, and they should, because they're learning from these movies, they're learning from these TV shows and games and stuff like that. So with all that being said, we're going to move on to our next thing here. It says Into the Zone, the music and sound of soul. I'm always saying this. I'm a huge advocate about music and sound mixing in film. It's something that's not talked about a lot in film school. I've gone through 2 different types of film schools in my life, Art Institute and then the LA Film School in Los Angeles. Only LA Film School kind of went in a little hard on sound is very, very important, but they didn't go hard enough on it. And I felt like they should have given us Pro Tools sooner. But that's neither here or there. I'm just letting you know, sound is really important. It's 90% of anything, any film, anything you make. So very, very important documentary to check out. So next thing I see here is Jazz is Great. So Jazz Greats. So Jazz Greats, they're really going to talk about all the greats in jazz, Miles Davis, and many others. I'm thinking of one, but I think their name is wrong. But that's neither here or there. I love Miles Davis, and he's the famous one out there. So I'm sure that they're going to talk about him and many jazz artists as well here. So that's very good. It's good a source of inspiration for any filmmaker, artist, or anything in any medium, music, painting, or even in filmmaking. So great things to check out. And then and more, which is always like production stills, maybe even art direction before they started the film, and trailers and stuff like that. So we're gonna move on over to the special editions that they came out with these souls, to quickly get through them and show it to you. So this is the steelbook case of Best Buy steelbook case for Soul. Excuse me, sorry, burping there a little bit. So that's cool, him walking across the keys in the front cover. I love the front cover, very beautifully done. And then they have the inside there with the whole Soul world inside of the steelbook case. So it's a 4K. So it comes with the 4K, the Blu-ray, and I believe that's it. And then I think it comes with 2 Blu-rays and stuff like that. So we're gonna move on to the Target version real quick. I like the Target version. It's about the same, but the Target version is a paper cover, which is pretty cool. Kind of throws me back into the DVD special editions with paper covers and stuff. And then it gives you a little booklet where you have the filmmaker book. Let me see here. It's a gallery. I think it's going to say gallery book there. So that's available at Target. Let me know if you're purchasing that, or which version you're purchasing in the live chat or in the comments down below, and I'll give you a shout out in the live chat. All right, we're going to move on to our next film. Our next film with Tom Hanks is News of the World. So it's about Tom Hanks in the Old West type of thing, and I don't think I've seen him in the Old West before. So it's directed by Paul Greengrass. He directed the last 2 Bourne Identity movies from the trilogy, so Bourne Supremacies and Ultimatum, and then he came back for the Jason Bourne film, which was the 4th film. So, but Paul Greengrass is famous for kind of the shaky cam kind of stuff, coming from those Bourne films, but now that he is in these films, I don't know, this one looks so different. I have it on my list to watch, and I really am excited to check this out. I love Tom Hanks, and him taking care of a little girl he has no idea about. Seems like a similar movie that just came out. George Clooney just came out with a movie on Netflix that's similar to this, but it's not a Western. It's more of like a sci-fi, future type sci-fi film of that one. But this one is quite interesting. I'm a huge fan of Western films, and I really want to see how Paul Greengrass directs this and shoots this differently than his other films, especially coming from the handheld days. So I'm going to show you the back end here of the Blu-ray. So we're just looking at the Blu-ray version, and then we're going to get into the back end of the 4K, and I'll show you the special features, because we're full up with special features today. So this is a 4K cover here, and then let me get the 4K back end. And there we go. Now I'm going to zoom in real quick here as you're looking at that. All right. Let's see. So there is special features here. Very, very cool. I'm seeing something with the 4K. So the 4K version, these special features are all done in 4K, and they're shot in 4K, and you'll be able to see special features in 4K as long as you get the 4K version of News of the World. So I see here automatically is deleted scenes, and they always come with deleted scenes. Like I always say, it's good for writers and directors to see what just doesn't make it in the final cut of a film. And then partners, Tom Hanks and Helena Zengel, which I'm guessing that's the little girl. And they're definitely going to talk about them too and their characters and relating to each other, and how they dealt with certain scenes and how they worked together, and how much Helena loves to work with Tom Hanks. And, you know, that's normal stuff. That's usually how it goes down. And definitely good for actors and directors to learn and see how to work with children, how to work with child actor during a film like this that's not for kids. It's an adult film. It's more of like I wouldn't say, I guess it's more of Academy type film and stuff. So moving on to our next thing here I see is Western action. Western action. Definitely gonna delve in here with it looks like Western action is its own thing. That's definitely going to talk about the stunts and everything in this film. So we're going to be hanging out with the stunt guys and the director Paul Greengrass, and these are usually fun. I love watching his stuff on from the Born Identity films and all that. And they're very inspirational videos to watch. And I'm hoping all of these being universal, they're like close to 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes long for each one. But we're going to move on. I see another thing here. It says Paul Greengrass makes news of the world. So that's definitely the making of type deal within there. Since they're kind of pulling it out with Paul Greengrass and all that, it's definitely going to delve in more with Paul Greengrass's filmography and his, all of his stuff and his style and everything like that. So very, very cool for directors to check out. Again, something definitely growing up I would have just like been all over, and right now I kind of like I'm interested in this just because of these special features. I haven't even seen the film. I'm interested in seeing the film, and I want to. It's on my list to check out. But I'm curious to purchase this eventually on my own, maybe a Blu-ray copy. So moving on to the next thing I see is the Kiowa. The Kiowa, I believe, are a tribe, an Indian tribe that they end up running into, or oh no, I believe the little girl's from that tribe and she ends up getting lost or something, or they end up taking care of her and then she gets lost or something like that, and then Tom Hanks finds her and takes her across the United States to stay safe and stuff like that. And then I see feature commentary, and feature commentaries are always great to learn little tidbits that they do not add into the film. It is with Paul Greengrass, and he is a co-writer of this film. So very, very cool. A lot of information there for filmmakers and everything to check out. So let's move on to our next film, but it's actually a TV series, a limited series, and I'm going to get into it right now. Let's put it up here. Before we get into that, let me know news of the world if you're going to see this film. Let me know in the comments down below, or in the live chat itself. So we're going to move on into The Undoing. The Undoing is a limited series on HBO. Me and my wife watched this show. Very good. I don't know if we finished it or not. I'm looking at my wife right now. No, I don't think we finished it yet. But it was very, very good and very crazy. It just got crazier. I think we got far. I think we have only like 2 or 3 episodes left, maybe like 2 or something. But it's a limited series. And I highly recommend it. Everything I talk about here in the description below. I have IMDb links for this show for everybody, and you can learn about the filmmakers, learn about the show, learn about everything like that. Hi, Logan. You want to go over there? Go with mommy and play Nintendo, and I'm gonna go play with you in a little bit. We're doing some renovations. We're in my parents' home, so we're just kicking it here and in a hotel room and stuff like that, and just giving them room to be able to work and stuff. So we're gonna move on to our next film, and our next film, like I said, everything I talk about here has IMDb links in the description below. So Cosmoball is the next film. This is an independent film, an independent sci-fi film from overseas, and it does have a back end. There is no making ofs and stuff like that with this one, but this one's out now on Blu-ray. And let's check out the back end real quick here. And it's out now on Blu-ray, and like I said, in the description below, you can find IMDb links for the trailers, for the filmmakers, and everything like that. Let me know if you've heard of this film in the live chat or in the playback, and I'll love to talk about this. Definitely in the playback. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next film, and our next film is called Breaking News Breaking news in Yuba County. Me and my wife watched a trailer for this today, actually, before I did the show. I wanted to see it because of the people in this movie, but it's the director of Ma and The Girl on the Train or something like that. And The Help. So this is the director that doesn't normally direct comedies and anything like that. This seems more of like a comedy thriller. It's like a crime comedy or something like that. So very, very interesting. The trailer, we saw half of the trailer and we were already interested. So I highly recommend checking out the trailer. Down in the description below, and the IMDb links down in the description below for you. You can learn about the filmmaker, learn about the casting crew and everything like that, and check out the trailer. It's hilarious and it seems very, very interesting to check out. So I'm going to move on to the next film. And our next film today is a horror film, and it's called The Bloodhound, and it's out now today on Blu-ray. Oops, let me move this over a little bit. Since I am kind of working on kind of like a backup OBS here on my wife's laptop. She let me. I put a thing in the background. It was just a screenshot of my show here, and so I could use my background and stuff, and just keep it limited in this show. All right, so this is out now on Blu-ray, Bloodhound, and I do have in the description below. I do have IMDb links so you can check them out. Check out the filmmakers, check out the trailers, and check out everything about this film, including technical specs and stuff like that. When it comes to independent films, I'm always recommending check out the technical specs. So moving on to our next horror film, and it's called Reunion. And Reunion's out on Blu-ray as well, and like I said, have IMDb links in the description below for you and for the filmmakers, so you can learn a lot about them and learn about the casting crew and maybe even the equipment they used as well. So there's also trailers there, so I highly recommend checking them out as well. And moving on to our next film, The Hills I Call Home. The Hills I Call Home is a documentary about I guess somebody's land and stuff like that. It is in the description below. I do have IMDb links for this film and for the filmmakers and everything like that. So highly recommend checking them out. So let's move on to our next film, and our next film is called Baby Done. Baby Done is a comedy. It's like I would say a family comedy, maybe something more for me and my wife to check out. But it is something like more or less like that. So it's definitely worth checking out in the description below. This is definitely one fun to watch with your significant other to see and watch about babies and stuff. It's a comedy. So I have all the information about this film in the description below, so you can check it out. Check out the filmmakers, check out the trailers, and everything like that. So I'm going to move on to our next film. Our next film is called One and the Same. One and the Same, also out on Blu-ray today, and definitely worth checking out. I have IMDb links in the description below. This is our last film today, and in the IMDb's you can check out the trailer for this and the technical specs and everything like that for this film. Let me know in the live chat or in the playback comments if you are going to see this film. And we're going to move on to our last film today, but it's a re-release, and it's the Steelbook Re-Release for Godzilla from 2014. I love this movie, and I'm a big fan of Gareth Edwards. I used to be a huge advocate of him in LA Film School and just kind of like annoying everybody else about it too, because he made a $15,000 monster movie, and this is why he ended up getting this film, Godzilla. He ended up doing so great in Godzilla that he went off to make Rogue One, Star Wars Rogue One. Again, another phenomenal film, and it's a Star Wars film. So, and there's not many phenomenal Star Wars films coming off of the original ones, according to a lot of Star Wars fans. So it's a big deal for Gareth Edwards to have done that. So definitely worth checking out. Let me know in the comments down below if you are gonna see that. I'm gonna put myself up on here, and we're gonna talk about the giveaway, and we're gonna see hello everyone, and we're gonna see who wins the giveaway today. I'm gonna do this here. I put TubeBuddy on my wife's computer because it's free. You won't be able to see it here because my settings with OBS is just a little weird here, and I'm not sure how to like get it on, and I need to get this show out for you guys. So it's choose from all comments. So if you commented on the Kingsman movie, the Kingsman 2 movie 4K collection, then you can check it out here on this channel here and see for yourself. But I'm going to click here, pick a winner. So picking winner. It seems like a lot of regulars here today. Wow. Kind of what I was talking about before with a lot of the same people, more or less, jumping in on here. But I do see somebody I can most likely maybe give it to. Let me come back around. Yeah. I'm. Ooh. All right. So I believe I saw somebody new, and I'm going to go back to them right now and announce them at this moment right now. You can say hello, Logan. You're on camera. Hello. Hello. We're picking a winner. Daddy's picking a winner, right? No climbing. Go ahead, go sit with mommy and play Marvel, the Marvel Lego. I was calling it Guardians of the Galaxy because I thought it was in the beginning because he was Guardians of the Galaxy in the beginning. All right, cool. We have a new person winning, brand new person on this channel. Hong Ming, I believe. I really enjoyed the second one. For the first was my favorite. Thanks for the giveaway. I agree. I don't like him neither. And I'm guessing that has to do with I was saying that I'm not a big fan. I'm not big on saying I don't like somebody, but I'm not a big fan. Oh, I'm not a big fan of Channing Tatum, and that was it. I'm just not a huge fan of him and his work, I guess. But he's a good person, I'm sure, and everything like that. I'm not trying to throw out hate out there. Just not a fan of him, and I guess she's not. This person's not either. So congratulations to you, Hung Ming. I'm gonna send this to you very soon, most likely by the end of this weekend, when we go back, having done with the renovations and stuff that's going on in my parents' home. So when we get there, I'll be able to take a quick photo and send it to you. So this is me signing off right now, and I'm definitely enjoying this. This is a kind of cool little quick setup here, and I hope you heard me very well with my AirPods. I tend to call them airdrops and random names because I'm not used to having AirPods. But hit the subscribe button if you like these types of videos. And if you want to be part of these giveaways, definitely hit the notification bell so you know about these giveaways and filmmaking videos that I do, which are all over this channel. And you can see that I have playlists for pre-production, production, and post-production videos as well, so you can learn about filmmaking and all that stuff. So I'll see you here next time. Actually, I'll most likely see you here this Friday for an unboxing giveaway, hopefully for Soul. So stay tuned for that. And next week, I'm pushing Detective Pikachu on to next week. So expect that to happen as well.